Hey Siri, what should everyone do while watching my video?
Hit the subscribe button and the bell next to AJ170's name so you never miss a video.
Hey guys, what is up? This is AJ170 and today I'm going to be finally doing my review on the AirPods. Now, terribly sorry about how long it took me to actually do this review. Basically, I tried recording this quite a few times, but I would get about a minute into the recording and basically I would start thinking about things that are going wrong with this that I'd further want to test. Or, like, I think the first time I didn't even have these, and I was just originally going to do a video saying that these things are crap, do not buy it under any circumstances, but I got these things, then it changed it, then these things stopped working for me, and it's every time it's always something new with this. So, and I wanted this video to be 100% accurate, because I know when I try buying things that are expensive, that I'll be using on a daily basis, I try to do research about it so then I know as much as I can. So for those of you that are watching this video as for research purposes and stuff like that, to see if you guys want to buy it, I wanted to make this video as useful as possible. So before we jump right in, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Can I get 170 likes? Also, if you guys are new, support the 170 and subscribe. So with all that said, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So the first thing that probably almost everyone here is going to be asking is, do these sound good? I'll say that they have really good, it's crystal clear sound quality, but for the size of these things is, for example, here's an iPhone 8. So if I get one of these things out of here, as you guys can see, it's extremely small. I mean, here's an 8GB flash drive, and the flash drive is actually bigger than it, or even an Xbox One S compared to the size. As you guys can see, it's absolutely humongous compared to the AirPods. The AirPods are extremely small, and with that size in mind, these things aren't going to have a lot of bass. If anything, they have little to no bass at all. So if you guys are looking for bass, these are not the headphones for you at all. I will give it to them though that it does have really crisp and clean sound quality. It does have a little bit of bass. You can actually hear it bumping and everything. Like, for example, I listen to rock, metal, deathcore, death metal, screamo, things along the lines of that. So I mean, when there's drums and stuff like that, it does sound decent. I can actually hear the drums. I can actually hear the pounding of the drums, not just hear the drums like you can with an iPhone, but you can actually hear it pounding. Of course, you can't feel it or anything like that, and of course, you're not going to put it on and be like, whoa, holy shit, there's so much bass either. It's just going to be there and noticeable. And, I mean, if you guys want something with bass, I would probably recommend something like this, like Skull Candy Crushers, you know, something like that. I mean, they're about $100, and they probably have more bass than any other headphones on the market. Unless you go to something that's like $400 and up, of course. Then it would then there would actually be a run for its battle. Another thing is the biggest thing with these headphones is I do not recommend buying these unless you know somebody who has a pair of these and can actually let you use them, because they normally do not fit in most people's ears. I've seen a few people that have been lucky enough to have it fit in their ears perfectly, but for me, about every 10 seconds to 20 seconds, I have to repeatedly push it into my ear so it doesn't fall out when I step on it. And if I'm running or jogging, it won't even stay in there at all. And that's while I'm at work at Amazon. I just have a horrible time doing it. Another thing is I didn't clean these out before the video on purpose, so you guys can actually see that they pick up earwax really badly. And before you guys are like, oh man, you need to try cleaning your ears, I take showers every day, and right after the shower I clean out my ears. So that's just showing right there that you need to repeatedly clean these out or they end up like that. Now for easiness, you go ahead and put this thing back in there. They're extremely easy to actually link to your thing. There we go. And just like that, it is now linked to my iPhone. And it also says the battery life that is left on it. If I close it, it goes away. Open it, comes back. And then, for example, if I were to take one of these things out and not just spin it around in circles, it actually stays the same. So never mind, that's only on iOS 9. So yeah, they're extremely easy to actually connect. Let's see, I can actually probably play a song and show you how loud these get, because for their size, they get really, really loud. It is really surprising how loud they actually get. So make sure that they are connected. Actually, I don't even know if I can play these. There we go, AirPods. So that's up all the way. So if I go ahead and pause that, I can go to a song that's actually louder, because that song is really quiet. So for example, if I go to something like Slayer, as you see, they actually do have quite a bit of loudness to them, which is really surprising for how small that they are. But another thing that you can do is, I think this was 10, 13 bucks, something like that. So if I can actually get this open, these things will go on the earbuds. So for example, let me figure out which one's the right one. It can go on either one, but I mean, if you're like OCD like me, then you're gonna have to have it on the right one. So these things are actually kind of challenging to put on, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this with one hand, but let's give it a shot. And almost there. And there we go, it is on. And this thing, what this basically does is it puts a little bit of rubber on there, and that rubber basically grips onto the skin inside of your ear. And it really does help it stick inside of your ear. It doesn't do it a whole lot, but it does. And another thing that these say, because these are the AirPod Buddies, whatever they're called, they say that they make it sound better. They do make it sound a little bit better. The only reason why is because it is more enclosed into your ear versus more of like an open type of thing. So let me try and get something to do, because these things, because you can't put it back inside of the AirPods back in if they have this on there, because you do have to carry that case around. But one of the things that is nice about this is, boom, it actually stays in there. Okay, so in order to knock it out of place, you have to start shaking it like a maniac, almost Punky Brewster style. So, down to the final question that you guys have been waiting for is, are they worth $160? Fuck no. They are nowhere near worth that much money. Apple is ripping you off. I paid $140 for this pair right here, and it is still not worth the amount that I paid. I would feel comfortable paying anywhere between $50 to $70 for these. That should be how much these things are worth, because they're just not worth it. Now, the main reason why is because they don't fit in your ears. It's hard plastic that grips in there a little bit. I mean, if you put it in your ear and then you twist it up like that, it'll help it stay in there for a little bit longer, but it's still not enough. And with the left earbud, which is this is what this one is right here, that one doesn't even fit in my left ear at all, period. It literally does not sit in my ear at all. It'll go in and be like, and then it falls out. Unless I repeatedly press and hold it in there. Even with these almost make it worse. And a lot of reviews I've watched, people have trouble fitting these inside of their left ears. So that's kind of weird, but I mean, I can put it in my right ear. Like, I think the longest I've been able to go without changing it, without having to push it in, is probably like a good, I want to say 6 to 10 minutes is like my record, right between there. But, I mean, I stopped bringing these to work. I don't even use them anymore because I have a loud speaker on the iPhone 8. I would probably recommend, if you guys wanted some good wireless headphones, I would probably, I mean, if they have to be earbuds, I'd probably recommend those $30, $40 ones that like wrap around your neck, has that little plastic ring around there, or something like Beats Solo or Bose. Bose is always top of the line, that's what they're known for. So that's what I'd recommend. But I mean, if you guys want something that's just simply wireless but good sounding, those headphones I showed you earlier, those are the Skull Candy Crushers 1. They're wired and they're $100. Those are the original ones that came out a couple of years ago, like several years ago. But if they have a new pair called the Crushers 2, and those ones are 100% wireless. And if you guys are just going for wireless headphones, I would highly recommend any kind of Skull Candy Crushers, because they have amazing crystal clear sound quality that sound better than these, and they're cheaper, and they have so much bass inside of there, they vibrate your ears. But if you guys are getting something for exercising or working out, I would highly recommend trying these on first, finding a friend who has it, or going to a store. Maybe they'll have like a lock on it or something. I haven't seen any stores here do that, but I mean, maybe at like a music, or not music store, an Apple store, they might let you try them on, which is really the only thing that you can do at this point. I mean, if you guys have money to burn and you just want to waste $160 on it, like I basically did, but minus 20, then go right ahead, buy them. Hopefully they fit in your ears. But I mean, that's honestly the biggest thing, because with anything this size, don't expect the sound quality to be, oh my god. Because I mean, it did shock me when I put them on, because they sounded really good. They have a really crisp and clear sound with a little bit of a tapping bass. But I mean, if you guys can get it anywhere between $80 or $70 or less, like right around that range and under, I'd definitely say that they're worth it. But anything above $100, it'd be a pass. I regret buying these, and it's because of how much I paid. I'm of course not going to sell them for anything below $100. But yeah, it's just Apple ripping us off. But yeah, that's basically going to be just about it for this video, guys. Sorry if you expected me to fall in love with these and praise these, but I actually can't stand them. There's another version of these called the 2.0 that have a hook around them I was thinking about trying on. I just don't want to waste more money on this crap that I honestly don't need to. But yeah, that's basically going to be just about it for this video, guys. This is AJ170 signing out. See you guys next time.